That's it. You've accomplished a major step toward opening the door to a college education. And after you graduate from college, success could very well be yours, like some of the people I met recently.
I was very fortunate when I was growing up. My mother and father both stressed the importance of higher education, and I was encouraged to think about going to college and think about life after high school. I decided to go to college, paid for every single penny out of my own pocket. Whenever I wasn't in school, I was working. After 2 years, that got really old. So I took off for 2.5 years. And during that time, I worked. And there was one day I sat there and started thinking about it, and I realized that this is the job that I would be doing if I didn't have a college degree. And realized that had I stayed in that job, my earning potential would be significantly lower than it is with a college degree. I did fill out the FAFSA form and I mailed it in, and I received enough money to cover one entire year. So I reapplied the next year and received a little bit more than what I had originally anticipated, which definitely helped me finish up my last 2 years at school. I teach ESL reading and language arts in the Round Rock Independent School District. What directed me to education was I worked in the developmental writing lab. I was part of the honors English program at my university. And one of the things that we did was we specifically worked with non-native English speakers who did not receive the help and the basic skills needed to be successful at the collegiate level. Part of my desire was to help those students, but help them before they reach the college level. So that is part of the reason why I am a middle school teacher. One of the biggest challenges is encouraging them and helping them see that their options are not limited because of where they're from, where they were born, the color of their skin, how much money their family does or does not make. Seeing the look on a student's face when they have what I call an aha moment, where a prefix and how words get their meaning from certain things, everything just clicks. It's when a genuine connection is made, and that is really one of the biggest rewards of teaching.
My name is Natalie Parra. I'm working for the Texas Department of State Health Services Laboratory. I'm a medical technologist level 3. What motivated me for a career in science was watching my grandfather suffer from cancer, flying to MD Anderson every weekend to go get him treatment, seeing him struggle with that. That pretty much was the motivation for me to get into the sciences. I was just interested to see how the body works and possibly even get into research and figure out if I could help out in any way. I work for the Clinical Chemistry Division. Our division is the Texas Health Steps program, which is geared towards Medicaid patients, newborn to 21 years old. Basically, it's a screening program to prevent any future illnesses that these children might have that they may not know if we weren't available, if this program wasn't available for them. They may be sick and they may not know why. So we do several different things. We do lead screening, which is to test their blood for lead levels. And we also check their hemoglobin levels, see if they're anemic, maybe white blood cell count if it's really high, possibly leukemia or some type of illness. So we have several tests going on, but specifically I'm working in the lead screening program as of right now. The most rewarding thing for me is knowing that we're here testing children who otherwise wouldn't be able to go to the doctor if this program wasn't available, and letting them know if they do have illnesses or disease that they otherwise wouldn't know of. So knowing that we're able to do that for them is rewarding enough for me. Career plans right now are just to keep doing as well as I can and keep working hard in what I'm doing right now. I really do want to get back into school. I want to pursue either a master's or possibly a PhD, and would like to one day teach at a university. I always want to encourage people to go to college no matter what. Even if they think there's an obstacle, I'm always like, there's no excuse. If you really want to do it, you'll find a way. And so I just try to encourage people to continue their education.
If you still have questions, the answers can be easy to come by. TG has a customer assistance department with financial aid specialists ready to help you. The number is 1-800-845-6267. That's 1-800-845-6267. Here are some questions they often hear at TG's Customer Assistance Department. Question: where do I include information about a prepaid tuition plan? The answer: prepaid tuition plans are not reported on the FAFSA, but we recommend you let the financial aid office at your school know about yours. How do I apply for the Academic Competitiveness Grant? When applying online, if you are Pell Grant eligible, a dialog box will appear in Section 5. If applying with the paper form, speak to the financial aid office at the school you hope to attend. Here's another question. In the student's personal information section, it asks for my grade level. I'm a high school senior, but I've taken college summer courses. Because you have never enrolled in college full-time, you would be considered a first-year student. On the paper form, enter 0 for this question. Online, the form has a drop-down menu. Here, you would select Never Attended College. Another question? I was just laid off from my job. My financial needs have changed, but it's not reflected in last year's income. In this case, use the information from last year to complete the FAFSA. However, be sure to contact the school's financial aid office. The financial aid administrator may be able to adjust your financial aid package based on the current information. I am applying for the FAFSA online. My parents do not have Social Security numbers. How do we sign the form? Since you have a Social Security number, you can apply online and get a PIN. However, you must print the signature page, have one of your parents sign it, and mail it to the Department of Education. Remember, if you have any questions about the FAFSA, give TG a call. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6:50 p.m. and Friday, 7 a.m. to 4:50 p.m. Central Time. You can reach TG's customer assistance at 1-800-845-6267. Earlier we mentioned that submitting the FAFSA does not mean you are not applying for scholarships. The FAFSA looks at your financial needs only, not your grades, class rank, test scores, or extracurricular activities. But just because you apply for college aid with the FAFSA does not mean you should not seek out scholarships as well. TG has a website called Adventures in Education that can help you search thousands of scholarships that are available. Go to aie.org and click on Scholarship Search. Simply enter your search criteria and you'll see a list of the scholarships that may be right for you.
This is your education that you're about to embark on, so I'd like you to begin your scholarship search. So why don't you start?
Bonita Peebles wants what's best for her daughter, Lindsay. And she says a higher education will give it to her.
It's critical that she goes. In this economy, you know, educated workforce is needed in order to progress. And so I want her to be worry-free. We'll bookmark this one.
And that begins with an energetic search for financial aid.
Let's go to this one here.
What's a trust scholarship?
Wow, look at that amount.
Wow.
Now look at that deadline.
Oh.
I bet you it's in there. We'll just have to hunt a little bit. So what's the deadline?
March 5th.
Okay.
March 15th.
So we got time. So we want to bookmark this one too. Let's click on it. This looks like some type of athletic complex. That is really pretty.
Outstanding leadership potential and evidence of community service.
I think that's you. Wouldn't you like to be a doctor though? Dr. Lindsay.
I can't handle blood. Look, it's what I want. Advertising, communication, liberal arts, and marketing.
Perfect. This is ideal. Look at the GPA requirements. You got that.
Must be.
Bonita's strategy for helping her daughter is simple.
Fussing, staying on her about doing it, trying to keep her focused, reminding her every other day. Have you done a scholarship search today? Have you submitted any applications today? What's the deadline on that one we talked about? So harping on it. You know, maybe they call it nagging, but we call it love. Am I preaching?
A little bit. But it's okay.
Let's choose that one, yeah. Let's go to either one of those.
And Lindsay relies on her mother's support.
My mom's very supportive. I couldn't do it without her. If I was alone, I would probably give up a long time ago. She really gave me the tools I needed to find things. She pushed me, but it wasn't hard. It wasn't, you know, out of, I want you to get out of my house. It was more of, I want you to do good. This is how you do it, so go do it yourself, and you'll appreciate it later.
Bonita started preparing Lindsay for college early on, but she advises that getting involved is a real good idea.
It's never too late. You have to be involved as a parent. You cannot lay it on the school or counselors or anyone else. She is my and her dad's responsibility until I die. I think we have to be involved.